All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to more Starfield. And wow, I can't believe I'm actually getting around to another stream of this, sort of on time, actually. Yeah, that's exciting stuff. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome. My name is Gruzbee. The Catgirl mascot is Fumi-chan. And you know the routine by now. We are the internet's premier cringe providers. Yes, we are like that grab bag that you buy from the local store. You know, one of those things that has a little bit of everything in it, hoping that you get something good, but we know it's always just cringe. All right, let's continue here. So we are still on the, we're still on the path of... Oh, wrong character. We're still on the Freestar Ranger quest line. So that is where we are at. So our last save was here. Let's load. Let's see what. Oh, right, we were outside of the headquarters here. We had just did something. I'm trying to remember what it was now. Let's check our quests here. Faction. On the run. Go to the Red Mile. I'm trying to remember.
Hello. This is Mrs. Whitmore's 6th grade class. We are having a problem and need help. Please respond. Requesting emergency assistance. Oh, thank you. The school district is supposed to do maintenance on the ships. But our grav drive's cracked and leaking helium-3. The ship can't jump right now. What's helium-3? Helium-3 is a stable isotope of helium that is used as fuel for grav drives, Tashi. What's a grav drive? You know what a grav drive is, or you should. You wrote a paper on it. I'm not sure Billy does know what a grav drive is. Class, please talk quietly amongst yourselves. This is important. Do you have any extra ship parts?
Yeah.
Let me see. Mrs. Whitmore, who are you talking to? Is it a pirate? Pirates? There are pirates? What? No.
I'm a space pirate.
No pirates. Everyone is safe.
Oh no, I'm a space pirate. Let me see. So I guess it's impossible for me to steal the ship. I'm a pirate, Freestar Ranger. That's right.
Whoa. Do you have a gun? Have you killed pirates?
Lots of pirates. So many bodies you wouldn't have no idea.
I've never met one. You see? The ranger's going to keep us and everyone safe.
That's right. I'll
Thank you.
kill all the pirates.
Now, everyone, settle down. The driver said ship parts should be sufficient for us to repair our ship.
Wow, I do not have the ship parts to spare.
Understood. Well, I hope you have a better day than I'm having.
Yeah, what's up?
All right. Well, let's see here. We got to go here. We gotta go to the Red Mile.
Hey, it's going.
All right. For a minute, I didn't think they were gonna let me in.
Wait, don't shoot me! I didn't do anything wrong!
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air, huh? On a planet with no atmosphere.
That's enough, Stalker. Lower your weapon. We don't shoot guests over a misunderstanding.
Hey, what's going on, Allison? How you doing?
Please return to your table. It's bad practice to leave our establishment without paying your bill first. If you need some fresh air, pay up, go outside, and come back in and start a new check when you're ready.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think it would be a problem.
You were wrong. Dead wrong.
That's enough. I think the gentleman understands. Now let's all go back inside, shall we? And Stalker, you and I are going to talk about this later.
I can't wait. Stay in line, and we won't have a problem.
Wow, tough security.
You believe that? Like I'm gonna run off without paying. The hell kind of scum do they think I am?
Yeah, what the hell kind of scum do you think he is?
I'm in charge of security here, so I'm the last person you want to piss off. Hey, watch out! You cause trouble, and I will not hesitate to end you in any number of ways I see fit. This ain't the United Colonies, Cupcake. Here, you listen to me. I lead the security force.
So why are you all so hostile?
Because we have to deal with the dregs of society, like you. Because May lets us handle things our way. Best way to keep people in line is through fear. After you see your first head split open on the bar floor, you're gonna think twice about skipping out on your tab. Maybe you don't start that fight over your lost bet. You get it now?
So you run some sort of private security?
Call it whatever you want. We're ecliptic mercenaries, so I'd think twice about pissing us off, or else you may find yourself with nowhere to hide.
Ecliptic? Psh. Why would a mercenary force like Ecliptic take on a job like this?
What do you think, moron? Money. May pays us well to keep the assholes out. I make sure my people pretty much get the run of the place. Free booze, free entertainment, you name it. And if anyone's got a problem with it, well, we've got ways of making people disappear.
Uh-huh. Good tip.
Go bother someone else now.
If only there was something else like this in the galaxy, so I wouldn't have to deal with the staff here.
All right, let's go see what this place is about.
Please enjoy your time here,
May Divine. Am I talking to you?
Any vacancies on your crew?
What do you do? Defensive Systems Specialist.
Defensive systems. Basically, I can fine-tune your shields to keep the enemy from damaging anything you can't afford to lose.
I'm interested. How much you gonna charge?
I'm only looking to earn the going rate.
Holy Lord! That's a lot of money.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, who knows how long it'd be before you get another offer?
In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for.
Okay, the price is too high and you know it?
Hold on. I never said that was my final offer.
I'm offering more than just a job here. It's an opportunity. Plus, you get to live on my ship, eat my food, pet my dog, if I had one.
The best crew doesn't come cheap. There's no way I can go any lower.
Oh my Lord. Fine, you're hired.
What's my assignment?
Your assignment is... Defensive Systems Specialist. There. You are assigned to the Freestar Narcissus. Congratulations. And I'm also taking Heller off. Heller is a geologist and an outpost engineer. And I'm also taking Lynn off. She's demolitions and outpost management. And let's see. Sarah Morgan. Oh, she's definitely going to be assigned to the ship.
Be there soon.
Yeah, all right, whatever. I got stuff and things.
I'm on duty, so get the hell out of my face.
Fame and fortune await in the Red Mile, if you have what it takes. Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar.
Well, I've heard of the Green Mile. I've heard of the Miracle Mile. I've never heard of the Red Mile.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it? I won't even ask how that's possible.
The same way there are some people who have never heard of Star
Mile
Wars.
is the settled system's most exciting sporting event. Brave contestants from all corners of the galaxy come here to try their luck in a deadly race to the finish. Those that survive are celebrated as champions. Those that don't are quickly forgotten. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality.
What's involved in running the Red Mile?
Well, it's quite simple, really. Once you register with me, we'll have a little pomp and circumstance before sending you on your way out the big red door. Then it's a race to the buzzer at the other end of the course. You'll deal with obstacles and deadly creatures alike, while people up here place bets on how far you'll get. Make it back alive, and you'll stand to win riches and the admiration of your fans. I'm sure you can figure out what happens if you fail.
Cool. Do people really bet on people's lives? What am I asking? This is, of course they do. All right, thanks for the information.
Of course. And if you're thinking of running, just let me know. I'll be glad to sign you up.
Awesome. All right, later.
pleasure.
I got stuff.
You better watch it. Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
I am neither wide-eyed nor clueless. Thank you very much.
We'll find out, won't we? Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
And if what you say is true about celebrities never buying their drinks?
Sorry to be a bother, but I got a job to do.
Yeah, well, you're here now, so we'll just have to make it work. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting.
Yeah, all right. Who is the contact? I need names.
She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know when you meet with her.
All right. First, I gotta ask, do you have something against me? Is it the hat?
I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome complication. Now let's just get this over with.
All right, let's go meet your contact.
Follow me.
Spotted not far from here. I've been taking an interest in your operation.
That's why I hired you and your people. I trusted this pirate.
Paying us to keep rogue spacers and independent crewways one thing. The Crimson Fleet. We're gonna need to negotiate new terms for that.
I don't... Oh, man, I'm missing out on a really important conversation over there.
Kick back with a
Take a
drink
seat.
from the bar and enjoy yourself.
Come on, sit.
So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you?
I'm a good friend of Autumn's. She was thrilled to see me.
Wait, Autumn has friends?
Like hell. The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
They're trying to take land from farmers, and I want to know why.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory.
Let's see. Let's use my commerce skill. Well, you know what they say. Competition's good for business. You just need to rise to the challenge.
Well, thanks for the economics lesson, but I think I know my trade. Look, the bad news is Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is I know how to find him.
But you're not going to tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
All right. There must be something she wants that I can trade for.
My thinking exactly. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco.
There's no time. I need to know what the first is planning.
All right. It's your call to make. If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. will you?
Oh,
Going to take
suddenly
on the
you
mile,
care.
huh?
Fantastic. If you'll excuse me, I've got a mile to run.
Word to the wise.
I took this job so I could be able to see all the runners in person. Of course, most of them I only see once.
Red Mile leaderboard. Top 5 Red Mile runners, successful runs. Valerie Vega. Arnie Richardson. All right.
Get out of my face before I put a bullet in your head.
You want to say that to me a little nicer?
Excuse me? If you fancy yourself a Red Mile runner, just speak to me.
I'm looking for Marco Graziani. I understand you two are acquainted.
That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly.
He's funding a mercenary company that's threatening farmers.
Yes, this is not unknown to me. His association with the First is troubling, to say the least, and that trouble could find its way here. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile?
Okay, but you better keep your end of the bargain.
I give you my word, which is something I never do lightly. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from my patrons who will place wagers on your survival.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Can I bet on myself?
I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival.
All right, whatever. I'll definitely come back alive.
That's what every runner says. Now that we've done what's expected of you, are you ready to begin?
Wow, what a showman. Yeah, let's go. Whatever.
Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
Let's go.
Don't think System or the Rangers will help you if you get in trouble out here.
Your attention, please, valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of things ahead. Yes, a runner has come to test the Red Mile. Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show. The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower and see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
All right. Yay, let's go. I bask in your glory.
Good luck. Another corpse on the mile. Or maybe not. Guess we'll see.
They are not effing around. Oh, what a crock. Place is nasty. What the crap? Things are nasty. All right, we did it. We ran the red mile. Before I go in, I want to check around, see if there's anything over here. Like what's up here, for example. Anything good? Any secrets I need to know? Oh my gosh, there's a door. What is in here? Hey, that's my ship. Oh, well, you know what? I guess I need to go in the right way. So,
Thinking of running sometime? Talk to May. She'll fill you.
A show of strength is required.
It's a pleasure to have you.
May fortune smile on you today. Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
I'm a Freestar Ranger and a member of Constellation and a space scoundrel. I was born to run the Red Mile. It was a cakewalk.
I'm not easily impressed, but you've managed to surprise me. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
All right, let's go. Where's my person at? Aha.
Here to bask in my glory,
Goodness gracious, at the stack of money. What are you looking at? Can I help you with something?
That's really simple out there on the Red Mile. Just don't die. Always worked for me.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's why he's staring at me. It's like,
I hear you're one of the runners to watch.
If you're looking to register, you'll need to speak to Miss Devine.
Oh no, I'm looking at all this food. Oh my lord. You got a patty melt? Pierogies? Kiffles? Fried pickles? You know what? I would even
Excuse me.
Well, if it isn't little General Stocker.
You're back. Are you okay?
Oh yeah. It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Your lines,
Really?
and all.
Either the Red Mile's reputation is exaggerated or you're just that good. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need Rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that.
Nothing like a little Red Mile run to make people suddenly have a change of heart. I see how it is. You know what?
Sure.
Did I do something to offend you?
No, it's not that. I had a bad experience with another deputy that I was training. I'll tell you all about it after this is over. Okay? So you need to stay alive, or you'll never hear the story.
Next time you get drunk, try picking a fight with someone who isn't carrying a fight.
Done and done.
I can only hold my subordinates back.
You're right. Let's focus on the job. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
You must be tougher than you look.
Okay, I gotta go talk to May. I shall return. Oh wow, there's food.
People will be talking about this for a while.
Don't see a lot of people survive the mile.
Where's May? Oh.
What the hell are you looking at? You trying to piss me off? I don't make chit-chat with patrons. You'll be talking to the underside of my boot if you keep trying to strike up a conversation.
Yes?
Well, where is she? What the? Oh, this doesn't look good.
Go ahead, start some trouble. Give me an excuse to air you out.
Now, you people are jumpy. Where did May go?
You going to try it again?
Oh, there she is.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient.
What else can you tell me about him?
He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. You'll find out soon enough what I mean.
All right. What did your message say about me?
Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards.
Then I guess I'll be heading for Kodos.
Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Do you have to say everything like you're barking at me from the sidelines of a fairground? I do like this chair. That is a very comfortable looking chair.
That's I had a feeling about you.
Don't know if it was brave or stupid, but at least you survived. Look at that. You've still got all your limbs.
Don't know if it was brave or stupid, but at least you survived.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you lost some money
Let's hear it, dear.
taking wagers on my life and all.
Play by the house rules, or you'll find yourself on the other side of an airlock without a helmet.
Need something for your ship?
Lon Anderson. Why does that name sound really familiar?
Hey, you the captain of that ship. Is your registration paperwork in order?
Of course it is.
Fine. Truth is, I don't really give a damn. I gotta ask, because it's my job, you know? And don't get me wrong. I used to care about running a tight operation. Had everything going nice and smooth. But when May started building this place up and hired those mercs, everything went straight to hell. I voiced my displeasure, and now I'm on the outs.
Sounds like the place went through a lot of changes.
Sure has. May, she's got these big ideas about making this place some kind of must-see attraction for the whole settled systems. You'd think she'd care a little bit more about the quality of the damn starport. Anyway, I'm sure you're already sick of my bitching. If you need parts for that ship, or a top-up on the grab drive fuel, that's me.
Okay, well, what kind of ships do you have for sale?
Sure, what you want?
A Trader Railstar, the Wendigo, the Warhammer. Dang it, it's a Class B. I don't know if I can pilot that. How much for it? 159. That's a maybe. The Transpo. The Narcissus. That's literally my ship. No thanks. I'll be back probably. Bye. That's a nice ship right there too.
Don't keep Marco. I hope to see you again someday.
Can you tell me more about this place and its history?
A rather open-ended question, but I'll do my best. Red Mile was once a notorious haven for the criminal underworld. Thieves, shipjackers, mercenaries, and smugglers would come here to do business, get drunk, and gamble. I cleaned the place up when I took over. I made it, if not quite a family destination, at least a safer one. Red Mile still offers a unique, exciting experience, but our clientele has improved considerably, and we offer a wider range of services. I was fortunate to be born into a wealthy family. I used those resources to build an extensive network of contacts across the settled systems. Suffice it to say, I had to call in more than a few favors, but with patience and perseverance, I was able to realize my vision. And now, at last, Red Mile is truly a must-see destination for any who wish to experience it for themselves.
So why all the effort to turn this place around? What's in it for you?
Because I see the potential for Red Mile to become one of the most unique and popular travel destinations in the settled systems. Because I want to leave a legacy and be remembered for creating something as unique as it is lucrative. Or perhaps it's because, like so many runners who come here to test themselves, I relish a challenge. I suppose there's no single reason. Let's just say that I feel it's my calling.
All right, fair enough.
Call on me if you need anything further.
They just look like they're about to just start blasted. He is still holding a grudge over being able to walk outside without paying his tab. Not my problem. All right, let's go. We gotta go find Marco. The hell? What is that? Space roach. Ew! Oh, get an exterminator.
Something you need?
Do you have anything interesting for me?
Yeah, take a look at this.
A structural leaf? All right, no problem.
Bye for now.
Well, are you settled into
All
the ship?
systems looking good, boss.
So that's your name, Defensive Systems Specialist?
Captain on deck.
Okay, well, awesome.
I'm listening. Escape trajectory plotted. Hell of a view from here.
All right, we got to lay in a course for where? Kodos. Let's go.
Hey. Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
It's a moon of Aquila.
You have until I get bored to give us what we want, or we could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, you could help us out. Or we could just dust your ship.
I'm sorry, are you seriously trying to rob me? You want my money? Come and take it.
If that's how you want to play it. Fire everything you got.
Now you get yours. Oh no, you're not getting any, you're not going anywhere. I'm sorry.
Our grab job's in the green.
Now to go salvage.
Ready for action, Captain. Hello, Captain.
I'll take those credits.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Well, you guys didn't really have much. But now I gotta put in for repairs. Thanks a lot. Alright. Civilian outpost, industrial outpost. I doubt the civilian outpost is gonna have anything. Fortuna. Oh, Fortuna. Let's go.
Let's put this bird on the ground. All is well, Captain, all things considered.
I wonder if it's possible to take the Fortuna. I don't remember. I think I looked this up before. I want to look it up real fast. I I don't think it is, but couldn't hurt to find out. Can I take the Fortuna ship Starfield? Stealing the Fortuna. You can sit in the pilot's seat, but it has no actions. The ship doesn't make logical sense with how the inside is designed versus the parts that make up the outside, and the various relevant areas for piloting are not accessible normally. You can't steal the Fortuna. It's impossible. So in other words, the ship is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Ergo, it is an instance ship, not an actual ship. Well, isn't that not right? Okay, well, we are going to save. Let's see.
You the runner? Boss is in the back.
This is not going to go well. I remember I had a big shootout here. So, this guy is into art and culture.
This music is gonna put me to sleep.
First cab. You guys are an insult to the uniform. You know that, right? That is a lot of turrets. So you're gonna make me walk through your whole collection to get there, is that it?
Ah, the dulcet tones of classical piano. It really puts the soul at ease.
Yeah, you're so at ease walking around with a assault rifle.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks.
I'm not here to work for you. I'm here to put an end to you.
Is that so? You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
Wow, what an insult. Okay, so give me some details of the first operation. Who hired you?
I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who will kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. So he insults me by calling me a deputy, but then he expects me to be able to make that kind of a command decision. Like, you just told me I wasn't high enough on the food chain, but yet you expect me to make a judgment call on letting you operate in our territory? No deal. Tell me what I want to know or face the consequences.
I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective?
Yeah, but I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing it to protect the innocent people of the Freestar Collective.
If being in the 1st Cavalry taught me anything, it's that blind loyalty gets you killed. Time you learn the same.
Well, here they come, and they are pissed. Dang it, I hate it when I leave blood behind. Alright, time to clean house. Confound the alarm! How do I turn that off? Stop blowing stuff up! You're throwing grenades around priceless stuff! Alright, well, I destroyed all the turrets. I don't know why it's still indicating that there are hostiles around. I'm not seeing any. Oh well. I gotta take this encrypted data pad back to headquarters and get our good buddy to decrypt it.
Everything looks good at my station, Captain.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Everything good? We're here to help.
If you're hurt, the doctor can see. You looking for the Rangers? Head on up the steps.
You get in a scrape, best come see me after. If you're hurt or need medical supplies, then you came to the right place. Otherwise, maybe move along. Let's have a look at you. Oh, that's nothing. This won't take long. Okay, Ranger, that's about it. Go on now, the Freestar Collective ain't gonna protect itself. Stay safe. I mean it.
Hey, you're the new deputy everyone's been talking about.
Akila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Pull up a seat, friend.
A year or two back, I shared a drink with Ron Hope. That man can drink.
You need to find some common ground. Show an interest in the things she's passionate about. Read some slates. Ask her some questions. Meet her halfway, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Guess I've got some homework to do if there's gonna be a second date.
That's the spirit.
The Freestar Ranger's resident terminal jockey. That's me.
Well, hey then. Hiya. That's it then?
Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first? Hey, sometimes doing things right means taking the necessary time, you know? If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close. Oh, come to Daddy, you sweet little piece of technology. You go stalk your prey and leave the rest to me, Deputy.
Good to see you.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
This won't take long.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. Exactly. Dealing with the Council can be tough, but it comes with a badge. No need to make it harder than it already is.
Let's continue. We got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant. And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani.
Oh, I think I had my microphone muted. I hope I didn't have it muted for long. Welcome, LeBron. How you doing? If I haven't already said that. Let's see. People out there are suffering. I couldn't let them down. It was the best option I had at the time.
Putting the lives of others ahead of our own comes with the job. I'm sure it was a tough call, but I think it was the right one.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart.
Yeah, I tried to persuade him, but he wouldn't come quietly.
I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake.
That's right. He underestimated me and he got the double guns.
I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most.
She didn't have much time left, so she wanted to end things on her own terms.
I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them.
Oh, great. What do I need to know about this mech factory?
Never saw it myself, but I know it's a large facility mostly underground. If the First are occupying it, they'll probably have set up defensive positions throughout the complex.
Well, then I guess I better go check it out.
The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
If you have questions before you head out, ask the Marshal.
Well, now that I've had my evaluation, what is it, my 90-day evaluation? Marshal Daniel Blake.
Fight, Deputy. You've made good progress.
What kind of man is Paxton Hull?
Smart, proud, and charismatic. A natural leader. Most in the 1st Cavalry would have laid down their lives on his orders without a second thought. But seeing so many of his soldiers die in the Battle of Nera, I think something broke in him that day. It's a sad story, and I sympathize to a point.
All right, well, I won't keep you waiting.
Be careful, Deputy.
Results aren't going to bring themselves in. Since I'm going to go take on the First, oh, I got skill points. Let's see. I want energy systems, piloting, increase ship turn rate and maneuverability. I want to unlock this one. Oh, give me. Okay, so I gotta destroy 15 ships. Oh my gosh. Easier said than done, I think. Science. We're gonna blind them with science. Aerodynamics. What is this? Reduced fuel cost of jump drives by 15%. Medicine, research methods, Resources required to craft items and complete research products is reduced. Let's go. First officer outfit. Tracker's primer. I'm going to infiltrate the first as one of their own.
Not everyone gets to say they work.
Just making my way.
You finally finished the ultimatum spire. Nice.
The Ranger's work.
Did you get a what is it called? A spectral or a foil weapon? That'll be my next stream later tonight. I'm gonna try to wrap up most of my unfinished quests for the Heresy.
If you're looking
We've
for a
got
sidearm,
we've got
I
stuff
recommend
this
Laredo's
weekend that's
firearm.
happening. I think the heavy metal event is happening, and I kind of want to participate in that without worrying about any leftover quest
Never
missions.
ever go outside the city walls after sundown. That's just
I need to get my ship repaired. So you just got an adept grenade launcher. Don't forget to go check the rewards box at the where the emissary is. I'm not sure where you get the stuff to trade it in for, but I got 2 adepts from just opening that box. I don't think they're like the very special adapted weapons, but I think they're still pretty good.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
Nice. Oh, I do want to view my ships.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, have at it.
Okay, so this is the one I'm currently in, and it has what? 8 laser, 12 ballistics. The UC Rambler has 12 particle and missile. Wendigo has 8 particle, 72 EM, 47 missile. This is the Frontier. Its lasers are not that great. Surprisingly, this one looks like it's a little tougher. But it's, what is it, 26 light years, 26 light years, 18, okay. But this one has, I don't know, this one just seems like it's a little better. I'll keep with this one for now. All right, whatever. Goodbye. I do need to upgrade my ship, but I would like to steal a Varun him too, if possible. That's going to require me to go into some uncharted territory. I've got a bunch of old planet exploration videos that I need to upload to the channel, which I haven't done yet. And I'd like to continue that series, but considering how tight my schedule has been lately, I don't know. Arcturus 2. This is going to be so much fun. Destroy the mercenary patrol ships. Ha 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 ha. Fun, fun. All right. Hello there. I'm sorry, what was that?
Enemy's shields gone. You should have given up! Target in my sights.
Ride their shield grid!
They've overloaded our jump system.
guys are incredibly strong.
Jump capability. What can I help you with?
Pick up some of these parts.
Can I help? Yeah? Something you need?
Sarah, shut up. That's why you're usually not on my ship, because you won't stop talking to me.
Yes?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay. Freestar Mech Factory. Let's go.
Setting down, everything in the green. You've got something for me?
All right. I think this is the big fight. I could be wrong.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
You know that 5x5 nonsense was made up just for the movie Aliens? And now it has become an homage saying from every pilot in every fictional movie
Hi,
and
Captain.
adventure.
Good to see you.
What can I help you with? Hey,
All right, you ready to head back out?
I'm glad you're back. Let's get moving.
Don't make me regret this, Sarah. really wish we could have parked the ship a little closer. No! Oh my God, it's a crater. I think we're going in. Well, that was fun.
I trust that there's a good reason the previous owners abandoned this place.
Run!
Paxton Hall, commanding officer of the First. Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
All right, Paxton Hall. To quote RoboCop, "You are all under arrest. Come quietly or there's going to be trouble."
I'm sure they had something we can use.
No, they pretty much didn't have anything.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Shut up, Paxton. This is not how you institute change.
Hello.
Another loser, another notch on my gun.
I'm gonna take out all the first. When I'm finished, there's gonna be room for the second. take that digipack. This game looks really nice. I like it a lot. I want to check this room over here. Oh, I think they all go to the same place. All right, down we go.
I can't see! Look out!
Heck, these guys, their uniforms blend in so well. I gotta get up there. Where's Sarah? Sarah! Sarah?
If you're searching, then make it quick.
Where are you? I hear you talking to me. There you are. Where were you?
You should have it when you have the time, of course.
You been killing? Better have. Ooh. All right. There's only one guy left. He's down there. Hey, money. We're about to walk into a trap. I just know it. Credits. Oh, wait, is that a hard hat? Oh, it's a hard hat outfit. I need to look at this. Oh my God. That looks kind of awesome. I'm taking it. I'm gonna put it on my I want to put it on one of my mannequins at my space station home. All right, you ready, Sarah? Hey, look at me. Look at me. Let me see that. Let me see the killer in your eyes. All right, let's go.
The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding.
Calling for a truce is the civilized thing to do. It's continued warfare and bloodshed that is the exact opposite of what you're wanting.
The hell?
Wait. And now all of your good soldiers whose lives you wanted to protect so much are now about to be planted 6 feet under by me. Every single one of them. Think about that, Paxton. Think about that. Message to staff, honored guest. Everyone, I'm pleased to let you know that we're going to welcome a very important guest soon. Major Paxton Hull of the 1st Cavalry will be making an inspection of the facility, and we're going to roll out the red carpet. You've all heard the stories of the 1st Cavalry's heroic exploits, so I don't need to tell you what a privilege it is to have the unit's commanding officer do us the honor of a personal visit. More details will follow, but I hope you'll all take great pride in knowing that our work is being seen and appreciated by some very important people. So let me guess, you came here under the pretense of doing an inspection and you took over the facility. Hey, nice shooting, Sarah. High fives. Hey, high five. High five me. Fine. Don't bother. Oh my God, there's so many people up there. You ready for this? You better be.
You're dead! You hear me? Ah!
Oh, this is gonna be a war. Get him, Sarah! F him up!
Another day, another kill! Ha! You're a damn dog!
You were taking too long.
We're the best there
Sarah! Don't just stand in it!
I'm going to end you.
I think we missed a few. Stop throwing stuff!
Wrong day to piss me off. You should.
Don't tell me I have to go up there. All right, let's go. Where is this person at? Fine, I'll do it the hard way. Where's my cutter at?
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Wait, really? That led to there? Oh, I'm so unimpressed. All right, Paxton, your days are numbered. First is now the 0. Come out wherever you are.
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Freestar Collective, are going to pay.
You know, all I'm hearing is blah, 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 blah. I'm a little bitch. Soldiers of the First just got word that the Freestar Rangers finally caught on to the operation. We have to assume that sooner or later they'll find us here. Starting now, we'll keep a regular combat patrol in orbit with on-deck pilots ready to fly at a moment's notice at the first sign of anything jumping in. You've probably heard stories about the noble Freestar Rangers and all the good they do. Just remember that they're still puppets of a corrupt and spineless government that turned its back on us. Blah, 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 cry. All right, Paxton, now you get yours.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Can it...
Something you need?
Can it wait? We really need to have this conversation now? Look, I'll get back to you when we're on the ship, okay? I promise. Don't let me forget. I have a, you know, I can be pretty scatterbrained sometimes. Pack's done. Blue. Blue, look at all this stuff. Oh my god. Trauma pack. Analgesic poultice. Mmm, delicious. I love a good poultice when it's nice and crisp, you know? What is that? A pacifier? No, no, no. We get over here. The calibrated coachman. The breach. I'll take that. Oh. Expert unlock. Nah, I don't need anything in there. Wait. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Deep recon pack. Shock troop pack. I'm good. I don't need none of that. Defeat the first mercenaries. Defeat Paxton Hall. Well, that kind of goes without saying, doesn't it? Attention first. Hallowed ground. I'm gonna need to take a sip to moisten my throat. Soldiers of the First. 20 years ago, I came to this factory and saw firsthand the pride and dedication with which the men and women working here created the greatest weapons of war ever crafted, the mech. When the corrupt and cowardly leaders of the Freestar Collective capitulated to the demands of the United Colonies and agreed to stop production of the mechs, they cut out the heart and soul of our fighting forces. Our mechs were more than machines. They were our comrades in arms. I want each and every one of you to know that you're standing on hallowed ground. Miracles were made here, and we'll treat this facility with the proper respect. If I see anyone defacing or destroying even a single inch of this holy forge of war, there will be consequences. My God, what a loser. I'm gonna eat his snack for that. What is this? What is this? You take my stuff again, you die? Take that knife. Oh, Paxton. Paxton. Just make it easy on yourself, bro. All right, Sarah. Sarah. Okay, you got right, I got left. Good luck. Really? I'm gonna have to go over there? Make it easy on me, please. You're running out of people, Paxton. You defaulted on your loan payment, and now it's time to pay. Hello there. Which one of you fellers is the real Dirty Dan? Really? I can't walk over that? Why does it show there's two of you? Sit down. Sit down.
Yes.
He didn't sit down. All right, Pinhead, now you get yours.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis.
Brother, you are living in the past. You're like one of those celebrity college football players that graduated and keeps whining about how they could have made it to the pros and now they're 50 and have 5 kids. Look, the war ended a long time ago. You're pathetic and you're still reveling in the glory days.
What the hell would you know about glory? That badge gives you power under the law, but it doesn't give you the right to question what I sacrificed for the glory of the Freestar Collective. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
You think hurting innocent people will avenge your fallen soldiers?
Innocent? Nobody is innocent while they allow corrupt leaders to take control. The Freestar Collective has lost its way. The dream that we fought for died a long time ago.
Wow. Okay. Who hired the first to seize farmland?
You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now.
How do I know you'll be telling the truth?
Because I can prove it. You'll see.
All right. I can handle the truth. Unlike a certain someone in a movie one time.
We'll see about that. Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so we agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
And what was so special about those farms?
All I know is that after we cleared the place out, Hope was sending in some kind of machinery. Our job was to make sure nobody saw the operation.
You saw a chance to get revenge on the Freestar Collective.
The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward.
And you really think you accomplished anything besides getting your people killed?
You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council. I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time.
All right, have it your way.
Deputy.
Goodbye, Paxton.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Your timing couldn't be better. Gotta pay my respects to a fallen soldier. Alright, respects paid. Now I have to teabag a fallen douchebag. Alright, teabag's paid. What is it?
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
Well, I felt a little awkward because right now I'm actually standing in the corpse of a dead soldier, but okay. I had visions, heard sounds and music. It's difficult to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
Like my mind and body were out of sync.
That's an interesting reaction. But I suppose it shouldn't surprise me. When dealing with the artifacts, common sense tends to go right out the window.
Why didn't you bring this up back at the lodge?
Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience.
Well, oh boy, yes, let's flirt! I want to share all my personal experiences with you. As long as you shut up while I'm piloting. You gotta stop backseat talking.
Oh, well, I enjoy hearing about them. Professionally, of course.
Yes, professionally, of course,
Either way,
naturally.
We need all the help we can get. The artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Yes, quite. When you say spoke to me, you mean what?
Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language.
Okay. Even if we could answer, what would we say?
That's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay. Is this the only project you've been working on in Constellation?
No, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources. But I have classified the artifacts as a priority project.
This whole experience must be incredibly frustrating.
Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be... oh, well... an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this.
Well, then I guess we'll get to the bottery. Bottery? We'll get to the bottery of this mystery together.
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Okay, well. Jolly good. Shall we? I'd just really love to get off of his neck. Can we go now? Alright. Good talking to you. Oh, I need to check and see if there's any loot worth having. Usually there's boss money around here somewhere. Where's the boss thing? Where's the major money at? Sarah, where's the money?
Some more things to add to your collection, perhaps?
Oh my God, he's so dead. Ugh. I am gonna change. I'm tired of wearing the first thing. Oh, what does the Paxton's officer hat look like? It doesn't look any different. We fought all through the night and it is daytime now. Awesome. Where's our ride at? Run! Sarah! Oh, there's my
It's clear
ride.
that there were people here at one time. Where they went is anyone's guess.
You might get this game. You're really liking the gameplay. Oh, that's awesome. I can tell you this. I am playing with mods. So, but most of the ones that I have are free. Where's the path? gotta get out of this crater. But the mod system, because I'm playing on PC, it has a marketplace sort of thing that you can go to, and it's very easy to get the mods installed. Unlike if you were to go through like a mod manager or something where you have to meticulously do a bunch of stuff, I just picked the ones that were readily available. And most of these are also on like the Nexus Hub, or I don't think it's called the Nexus Hub, whatever, the Nexus website. I just mostly have a few quality of life mods. One that gives me a craftable weapon, one that gives me a craftable space suit, which I don't like any of the space suits in this game because they're all too bulky. And one that reduces like the cost of registering your ships because it was a stupid price. One that kind of enhances the star map. Like I said, most of them are quality of life things that aren't, they're not lore breaking. Excuse me, coming through, watch out. I'm not here to run over any of the native animals. Hang on, Sarah. Coming in.
Come on.
I don't think she likes that. All right, let's get out. Let's go.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
I think they also have the mod market or the marketplace on console as well, so some of them you can pay for, some of them, like I said, most of the ones that I have are absolutely free. I also have a mod pack that gives me a bunch of different clothing. Like the outfit that my character is wearing right now is a
Glad to be a part of the team?
Is a mod pack. Valo? What is that? Hope Town. Oh, we gotta go confront Ron Hope. Oh yes. Let's definitely confront Ron Hope. I knew that money man smelled dirty. Stank of some stanky money. Let's go.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer. But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
What he's accomplished is about to get himself arrested and
Keep
all
an eye
of
on
his
your
people
valuables.
unemployed.
You can't protect.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Why is he out there? All right, let's go.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
That's the bathroom. We need to go through
You ever
here.
check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of voltage ships for the same price.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Birgit. We set some ambitious quotas. You met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Off-worlders.
Ron Hope.
Good comes from them.
Something more you need, Deputy?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we need to talk in private.
Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense.
I think I picked the wrong one. I'm afraid Paxton Hull has implicated you in a conspiracy against the Freestar Collective.
Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me.
Well, I have evidence that you hired the First to seize farms.
That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
All right. Start talking. I want all the... Wait. Tell me everything.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
So you used unwitting farmers to transform the soil.
Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
So those farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal. It's just good business. I don't expect you to understand.
So you used the First to seize the farmland and keep the operation a secret.
I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. And more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation, and return the land to its rightful owners.
And the people your hired muscle killed? What about them?
You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word.
Oh, his word. Yeah. You hired a group of military trained thugs with a bone to pick to go after farmers. What did you think was gonna happen? That's not enough.
You're right. Yeah. Those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hope Tech.
You're seriously turning an apology into a business pitch. That's disgusting.
With that resolved, let's talk about you.
Me?
As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
You're going to turn yourself in, and I'll be telling the Marshal everything.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer?
Well, unfortunately, you should have thought about that before you became the catalyst of their suffering.
Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You'll have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You're a despicable man, Hope. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
Oh my god, I've only got two options here. Attack him or take the bribe, basically. I'm pretty sure I just had to attack him before. Bribes and threats aren't gonna work on me, bro.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
I'm listening.
Wow, she got the hell out of there fast. Hey, are you okay? Did you catch a bullet?
He tried to have you killed.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, was so awful.
Look, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Hope was a greedy bastard who just put on a very friendly face.
No, you're wrong. That's not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees.
Then that's how you should remember him.
I know what I just heard and saw, but he was a friend. No. He was more like a father. And now he's... You killed him.
Yup, sure did. Look, I didn't want to. I gave him every opportunity.
Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now?
Well, there must be a second in command, right?
That would be Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck.
Yeah, well, good chat. I gotta go, examine the body for evidence. Come, Sarah. We have detective work to do.
Might as well take what we can.
Dude pulled a rattler. What a stupid weapon. Well, I guess I need to go report to the chief. I wonder if I can just fast travel from here. I bet I can. Oh my lord, it is daytime. Oh, it's awesome to finally be here in the sunshine.
Watch it.
I was beginning to think this planet lived most of its life in the dark.
Sam has told me so many stories about Aquila City. I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
Yeah, well, Sam has a tendency to exaggerate.
The Rock isn't exactly massed, but as seats of government go, it's still quite an impressive structure.
Hey, Deputy. I feel for the folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to the Low House when I'm able.
You're back.
I am back, sir.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
Oh, you have no idea. It was their hideout, but I took care of them. Let's say this. Your guess was right on the money. It was their base.
I take it that they weren't too much trouble for you, given that you're standing here. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Oh boy. It was part of Mr. Hope's plan to save his company.
Wait a damn minute. You're saying Ron Hope was behind this whole thing?
Yup.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all?
Yeah, he supplied the farms with an experimental fertilizer. It boosted the soil's mineral content, but it ended up killing the crops.
That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
These are Hope's instructions to Paxton Hall.
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this?
Unfortunately, he and his men attacked me and he did not survive the confrontation.
Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little
Excuse us, we're having a conversation here.
United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure, but it would be an honor.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment. But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you. Well done.
Oh. Well, pardon. I will strive to be worthy of the title.
I know you will, Ranger.
Wait, who am I talking to?
Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Hip hip hooray!
Woo! Way to go.
Yes, a round of applause for me. I bask in your glory.
I got you, Emma.
Star Eagle awarded. As a full-fledged Freestar Ranger, you have been granted your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required. If I recall, it is extremely small.
Well, to apologize.
Like, very small. All right, Sarah, you ready to get the heck out of here? Ranger dual wear. I think they gave me some clothes. Let's see. There's my badge. I'm a Ranger. I got the Justifier. Oh my. Oh, I got the outfit. Look at that. I got the Ranger pack. Ranger space helmet. Ranger space suit. which I will not be wearing.
She's an angel.
So, full Ranger range, huh?
It's up to you.
Alex, I couldn't have done it without you.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably
I
right.
just hope it's not teaching her to judge people too much by the way they look.
All right, Sarah, you ready to go? Let's go. We got
hey there.
places to be and people to see.
The heart of the settled systems, SSNN.
So I can do more mission. No, that's not missions. That's not the mission board. But I can do more missions if I want. Right now, I need to get on my ship. Well, technically, what I want to do is see if I have money to buy a ship. You know what I'm saying?
Keep your nose clean. The last thing I want is to charge you for.
Well, I want to buy a ship. I want to put everybody on it. I want to surround myself with the best and brightest crew, that is. And then we're going to start undergoing special operations. We're going to take on the scum of the universe. Sound good, Sarah? I'm glad you agree. All right, buddy. I want to see what kind of ships you have for sale. Hey, talking to you.
Anything I can help you with?
Yes, I want to see what ships you have for sale.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
All right. There's a Ranger, Transpo, Mustang, the Kafer, the Thresher, the Stronghold. That takes a Class C? Holy crap. Okay, you don't really have anything that I want, so I think I'm good. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back I will have about 25-30 minutes left to stream. Just enough time to get in plenty of trouble. So give me about 5 minutes to go hydrate, stretch my legs, and do that stuff that I normally do. And while you're at it, feel free to go get a snack or a drink or make a phone call or compose that email or text or whatever it is you got to do, and I will BRB. Alrighty, I have returned. So let's go see if we can get into some more trouble. I need to save. So we've got some, let's get rid of this, that, and we will go ahead and create a new save. All right. Oh, somebody messed up the trash can. Why is my stuff all over the place?
Hey there. Time to get moving.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
You know, I don't like calling you defensive systems specialist. Can I just call you Merv? No, you don't look like a Merv. You look more like a... I have to think about it. I have to think. I don't want to call you... You know what?
Ready
I'll
for
call you
action,
Dis. Dis for DSS. There we go. All right, we are off.
All systems looking good, boss. And we're off. Retro's firing. Orbit stabilized. Always a pleasure, Captain.
All right, so we're still in Aquila, or in free space territory, so let's check our missions here. I have a skill point, so let's... Locked. Spend one more point in combat to unlock advanced combat. Marksmanship. Okay, pistol certification. Pistols do 25% more damage. Let's go. All right, so we've got our main quest, faction quest. So what remains is part of the DLC, which I do not want to start yet. But I think we have successfully completed all of the Freestar Collective missions. We do have some miscellaneous stuff to do. Mining run. Turn the minerals to the Deimos miner. Oh, oops. Okay. Back to the grind. The audition. Beer run. I think I need to go back to wherever it's at. I need to go back to... Jemison, right. I need to go back to Jemison because I think I need to go talk to... Yeah, I still have some stuff here. Speak to Commander Tuala about joining the Vanguard. Investigate the brownouts in the well. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. Don't remember what talking to Sergeant Yumi was about, but I do need to talk to Commander Tuala about joining the Vanguard. That's important.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Also, I need to steal something. Sarah's not going to like it if I do. We'll deal with that later.
Really?
Wait a minute. Let me set this as my primary thing here. That one.
Do on Gagarin.
Beats me.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go upstairs.
Well then,
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to go down. I want to go up. Okay, so I came to the basement. I need to go up here. Sorry, Sarah. It looks like we're running. Ugh. Well, you can get a little closer. Go on. I don't like it when you stand behind me, Sarah. You don't have to stand that far away.
Hey, Sarah's friend. You come to enlist at long last? Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard?
Okay, what sort of work would I be doing if I enlisted?
Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. But the work itself, well, it runs the gamut. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Not every job's glamorous. The Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there.
Okay, fine, I'm game. Just tell me what I need to do next.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
All right. Let's go.
Only those on official United Colonies business can access the building.
Tap something. When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
You want to talk to me again?
Got something for me?
All right, let's have this conversation.
Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
He was a despicable person. You know, I actually do kind of feel bad for the guy.
Oh, don't tell me his bleeding heart plea for mercy got to you. He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
Well, yeah, you're right. I couldn't agree more.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Well, it's a shame that the well-being and livelihood of hundreds of HopeTech employees are now in jeopardy.
While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands.
Well, if I've learned anything from this, it's that money isn't everything.
No, it certainly isn't. Especially when it comes at the expense of human lives. Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Okay, I don't know why you felt like you had to lecture me, but all right, whatever. Is this where I go? Vanguard registration? Hello? Applicant name, Babs. To register for your examination, please select Enlistment Agreement. Note, any outstanding UC bounty must be paid for proceeding. By joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you agree to perform necessary services for United Colonies that could put you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft, yourself, and up to and including death. In exchange, the United Colonies Vanguard agrees to compensate all captains according to their experience level and the difficulty of the task requested. All applicants will be required to earn a satisfactory grade on a simulated combat flight, successfully complete a probationary mission. Upon the completion of both prerequisites, the United Colonies Vanguard agrees to sponsor your citizenship application and guarantees the granting of United Colonies citizenship once sufficient time or acts of valor have warranted it. Do you agree to the above commitment and wish to initiate your journey with United Colonies Vanguards? I, Babs, agree. Woo! Consent documented. You may proceed to the examination chamber through the orientation hall. All right, let's go. Where's orientation hall? Woohoo! Hey, sorry, I was talking to a plant. Guess what? I just signed up. What about you? Did you sign up?
You really hope all this historical junk isn't going to be on the test.
I've always wanted to live in New Atlantis, but they only let citizens buy property, so here I am.
Oh boy. So here we get a deep lore of everything. I hope there's time. There should be. The end of Earth.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
All right, new factions rise.
From their foundation United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Freestar Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus Proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
Dude, I really like that outfit. The Narian War? The history of the Narian War. Oh my lord. We'll have to come back and read that later, I think, because I'm nearing the end of my time to stream and I need to be on time today. The Serpent's Crusade.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remained, however, select members of House Varun who refused to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
Get out of the corner, Sarah.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted.
Wow.
The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
This
The colony war was a
this UC narrative is a bit begrudging.
I felt that it would never end.
The Battle of Nira.
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, Repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
I really hope this is just a phase.
One of my slates said terramorphs can control people's minds. But that can't be true.
No, they can't control people's minds. Except through fear.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day. After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the Armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
What does that say? By order of Armistice, Article 13-61A, there shall be established a central archive guarded by 3 parties, the Freestar Collective, House of Arun, and the United Colonies, for the collection and protection of all knowledge, research, and documentation depicting, describing, or in any way related to technologies and mechanisms banned by this armistice. It shall be governed by the following laws. Access to all information in this archive will be mutually managed by all 3 parties. Access is only permitted by unanimous agreement of authorized factional representatives. 2. The facility will be under the direct control of no sovereign faction, with no single party permitted to overrule the others. All decisions regarding matters pertaining to the archives must be unanimous. 3. Any attempt at unauthorized access will be considered an act of aggression against all parties. Each party commits to defend the others against any such attempts. Okay.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be. No one is born a United Colonies citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Other things for you.
Okay. I don't... Oh, wow, look at those ships. I don't know... Oh, that one looks sweet. If I want to do the training simulator now or later.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Into this stream. This is a good spot right here. All right, let's go ahead and save. And we will pick this up on the next time we stream this. All right, guys. So there it is. We have finally completed the Freestar Collective quests, and we got to the bottom of the mystery of the farm problem thing. Ron Hope has been dealt with. His company is now probably in ruins, but it's all for the greater good. And we got a corrupt governor off of the Council of Governors. Maybe. So, anyway, yeah, it's been real fun. This is my second playthrough, and some of the decisions are slightly different, but most of them are going to be the same. I try to go for a peaceable solution wherever possible. I know that there's a lot of viewers who just want me to go through and just blam, 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 shoot everyone, but oftentimes that just results in a complicated mess when you're trying to get the side stories done. And I want to try to get as much story as possible so that I can get it into these live streams. So I'm going to try to explore every avenue of these scenarios wherever possible. If however, I am overlooking something, or you feel like I might need to backtrack, you can leave me a comment after this video goes into VOD form and it gets posted up on the channel, and I'll consider going back and giving it a look, because I don't want to miss anything important, but at the same time, this is, it's supposed to be a kind of a detailed playthrough. I'm trying to catch every avenue that I can. So I'll appreciate the help. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So be sure to join me on my next live stream, which is going to be up in about an hour and a half, I think. So Yeah, we're going to be doing some Destiny tonight. So anyway, thank you guys so much. If you want to help support the channel, and believe me, you guys have definitely been supporting us. All the watches and the likes and the subscribes, the channel has really been taking off, and it's all thanks to you. But if you'd like to help support the channel directly, you can by becoming a member of the Patreon. There's a link in the linkity-link thing down below, but you are under no obligation to have to do that. If you want, you can just buy me a coffee. All that definitely helps keep the channel up and running. Until next time, guys, have an amazing day. Keep being awesome, and I will see you all in the next live stream. Bye.